Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here, coach of the Bronx Beartics with the semifinals team builder. We're taking on ProfesseurFX. He's the only person who has taken a win off me so far in the P4G, whether it be regular season or the playoffs. And obviously, because I'm in semifinals, so I would, if I lost to Pokemon, then obviously he would have taken a win off me, and you guys wouldn't be seeing this video. I'm not gonna lie though, I wasn't gonna do a team builder, just cause I feel like the team is really similar to the original one that I used versus him, and in general, I think it's actually better to put the team, like now as I'm seeing it, I think it's better to put the team builder in the beginning of the actual battle, so the more people will actually see it and understand what I'm using. But in any case, we're going over the team. ProfesseurFX has a really scary team, specifically Emboar, Zoroark, and obviously the bulk of Alomola is really nasty versus my squad. I think that Emboar's ability to run whatever move it wants, it can run physical special, has access to heavy slam, also has access to flame charge, superpower, all out pummeling, grass nut. Basically its coverage is super nasty versus my team, so that's definitely a problem. Zoroark, obviously its illusion ability makes it very annoying to deal with, as it can, for example, if I have Rose Raid out versus Alomola, and I opt to get up a spike because Alomola can't do crap, and then the Alomola ends up outspeeding me and going for flamethrower, I could be, I could be in a bad situation just because it's obviously Zoroark. And Flygon's ability to, I think Flygon's also a threat too. Flygon's ability to run Z moves versus me, and my priority doesn't really knock him out with anything, is really nasty. Like Dragon Dance Gorgonium could be nasty versus my squad too. And Alomola's just fat. And it can tank hits from Incineroar, Zygarde, though I am Adamant Choice Band. Again, this is just what I decided to bring to this game was a revamp of the original team that I brought versus him when we played in the regular season. Shout out to Gypsy King and Matty Brock again for their suggestions. Appreciate them. So first off, we have Vullaby. I'm bringing the exact same set that I brought versus him again in the regular season, but this time I gave it just enough speed for Alomola. Before I wasn't running any speed, but I did naturally outspeed type null. But I figured the 60 EVs and speed would be worth it, especially because he was running minus speed nature Alomola, but he might change that up. I just wanted to guarantee that Vullaby would outspeed it. I feel like speed EVs are kind of wasted if you use them on Alomola. You'd rather have bulk. With the speed and taunt, it's really nice because I prevent it from going for something like Toxic or Wishing. And this thing also checks SD type null as foul play as a 2-hit KO if it gets +2. It also checks Flygon really nicely. Delmise, it's an answer to Delmise as well. Obviously, he does have access to knock off on his teams, or it can knock me off and whatnot. Alomola can knock me off too, but for the most part, I think that Vullaby will be okay. Not bringing Defog this week. This is my only Defog on the team, but I'm not bringing Defog this week because I think that we need all these moves. I feel like U-turn momentum is incredible, especially if he tries to bring like Jolteon on me or Togetic. If has like Dazzling Gleam or even Uxie to get up Rock or something. I think Emboar is the bigger one, but U-turn is nice to get the momentum to get in something like Zydog on it. And just to violate Big Pex because none of its abilities actually matter in this. I don't think, I'm just looking at his team, I don't think that Overcoat matters at all in this. I don't think he has any powder moves that I should worry about. And I like the idea of Big Pex on this little egg Pokemon. That's the actual thought process behind that. So this is my check to, again, Flygon because it lives a +1 Z. Lives a +1 Z. Foul play puts him in range of extreme speed always. It does a ton to +1 Flygon as well. And again, checks type null, which is really nice. With taunt foul play, it can't rest on me if it's like a defensive set with rest, or if it's like Swords Dance rest or anything like that, Toxic, whatever. And Roost for longevity. So next up we have Envy. Now I'm bringing again the exact same Rose Raid spread as last time, just enough speed for Jolly Emboar. And I'm Calm Nature with HP and Spadef investment. This allows me to take on 2 HP Ices from Specs Jolteon. I can also repeatedly switch it on Alomola. Togetic if I need to. I'll even take a hit from Uxie if need be. If it's Psychic, it doesn't do too much. If it's Psyshock, which he was last time, it obviously does more. But I changed it up just a little bit. Last time I brought Toxics. No. Last time I brought Spikes, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Rest. Poisonium Z, and the Poisonium Z, what it did was it would KO Emboar like from full, or if it took any little bit of damage. So I decided to make it Black Sludge this time. The reason being is I just wanted to repeat it, switch in to that Jolteon, as well, especially because I have this Zygarde and Seismitoad on the team. So if Jolteon has HP Ice, It obviously doesn't have HP Grass for Seismitoad, and if it has like HP Grass, then obviously Rose Raid walls it and whatnot. Zygarde can take a hit. But double spikes is really nice, though he does have hazard control. Togetic, Dhelmise. I like the idea of wearing him down with spikes plus T-Spike. Really opening up a doorway for my Zygarde with Extreme Speed or 1,000 Arrows. Adamant Choice Band Zygarde, 2 KOs everything with Outrage outside of Togetic. Togetic, though, even if it's defensive, is 2 KO by Adamant 1,000 Arrows. So that's really, really important too, I feel. And again, Spikes and T-Spike really pressure those switches. So for example, if I have Vullaby out and he has the Anchor out, and I have Spike and Stealth, like I got an in on this Mon, what he'll do is he'll more than likely switch into something like Emboar or Jolteon, but now those things are poisoned and taking spike damage, and they have no recovery outside of potentially Wish from Alomola. So works really well. Black Sludge again for longevity, and opted for Sludge Bomb because I like the idea of hitting Emboar for a neutral hit. Uxie for stronger damage than Giga Drain, Togetic, Jolteon, Dhelmise, whatnot. I think that it's okay that I don't have a way of immediately knocking out Alomola, especially because Alomola is just spike fodder for me. And I have ways of dealing with it, such as taunt and whatnot, if it does get poisoned. So thirdly, we're bringing the exact same Diancie set as last time. This is max speed up Diancie. It takes all-out pummeling from Zoroark. It takes +2 all-out pummeling as well, if it's Focus Blast, obviously. But Berry is nice just in case he wants to run HP Steel. Just random HP Steals could be cool. Spadef investment lets me take on, Uxie. I can get up rocks versus that. I can Toxic. I take on Zoroark, I can take on Jolteon. Moonblast actually 2 KOs Jolteon always with Stealth Rock up, or Spike, whatever. And I think that Stealth Rock and Moonblast are just key. Obviously this is a Zoroark answer. It can also live in Earthquake and Flygon, even a +1 Earthquake dependent on rolls, if it's not Adamant, if it's Jolly. But Bear is also cool if it wants to run like Iron Tail versus me, just specifically for Diancie, though I think Dragonium or Groundium is a lot better. And Heal Bell is cool, just in case my Incineroar or my Seismitoad or Zygarde get poisoned. Or Vullaby also is a pretty big one, so I didn't think I needed another move. And as much as I wish I could run Recovery on this thing, I don't think it's worth it. As I believe that this is... But Berry is like this... Like, as from experience, from using Diancie, I haven't gone wrong yet with using a berry to a super effective like weakening berry. So I think it's just the right call instead of leftovers. Obviously leftovers brings longevity and I don't have wish support, but really like the berry. Next up we have Incineroar. Now exact same set as exact same EV spread as last time. This is my Uxie answer. This is my Dhelmise switch in. It can knock off Alomola. It can take a hit from Emboar because I was actually suggested to run Chapel Berry this time over leftovers from Matty Bronx suggested taunt. Excuse me, he suggested U-turn, and I really liked it just based on the first game. Originally I was knock off, taunt, toxic, protect. Because I'm bringing T-Spike this time and not just Spike, I feel like there's no need for me to run toxic, especially because I also have toxic on Diancie, which has multiple opportunities to do that to switch into a few of his Pokemon. But this time we're running Chapel Berry. This can allow me to take a superpower from Emboar if necessary, and also a Focus Splash, Low Kick, All Out Pummeling, whatever Zoroark wants to throw at me, I can take that. So that's why I thought Chapel Berry was really nice. We're impish, really defensive, enough speed for a speedy Dhelmise. We're faster than Alomola, faster than Type Null, faster than Togetic. So I can get a knockoff on all of those. I can taunt to prevent wishes. I have Fake Out this time over Protect, and I actually like Fake Out a lot because chip damage on Pokemon is really important when you have spikes plus, T-Spikes plus Stealth Rock and whatnot. And it also helps me figure out what Pokemon is Zoroark too. So, like for example, if he leaves Uxie and I lead Incineroar, I'm automatically thinking I have a good matchup. I could go for Fake Out and it could turn out to be Zoroark and it could go for All Out Pummeling. Though, if that's the case, I would always go for U-turn anyway. I think that Incineroar would be my lead of choice no matter what, just because it has Fake Out. The other option was, of course, a Super Citrus Berry, so, like a Figgy Berry or something like that. But, opted for this. And, again, the EV spread allows me to take hits from Uxie. I can take Superpower from Emboar, take an all-out pummeling from Zoroark, and just switch in repeatedly on Earthquake from Dhelmise twice. I can switch in twice on Earthquake from Dhelmise with rocks up. So that's just something for that. And I really like Taunt Knockoff, again, preventing wishes, getting rid of the Violet on top, getting rid of maybe a Cobra Bear on Uxie or whatever, finding out if it's Z-move or whatnot. So Incineroar's coming one more time. And again, same thing. This guy pretty much stayed the same. Matty Brock, like I said, suggested U-turn, and I really liked it because in last time when I had Taunt Protect leftovers, I really could have used U-turn, and I realized how much momentum it has and how good it is versus him, especially now that I have Choppa Berry, so I can safely take a hit from Zoroark if needed, figure out if it's that. So I thought that U-turn would be a lot better, so that was a really good suggestion on his part, in my opinion. So next up we have Adamant, Choice Band, Zygarde, Outrage with Spike Up, 2 KO's defensive Alomola. It 2 KO's Uxie with Stealth Rock up if it's not running leftovers, which it wasn't running last time. 1,000 arrows, 2 KO's defensive Togetic with Stealth Rock up. Crunch is really nice because it gives me a move that's stronger versus Delmise and Uxie if it's not Color Berry, so if I needed that. And Extreme Speed is really key here because it helps me pick off Jolteon after a little bit of chip damage, maybe a Scarf Emboar, a Dragon Dance boosted Flygon after a little bit of chip damage. So I thought that this was just the best set, exact same one as last time, but the best set that my Zygarde could run this week. I do Speed Tie with a Jolly Flygon, don't care, because I'm not going to stay in versus Flygon anyway. I have Vullaby, and then I Foul Play into Extreme Speed. Zoroark is faster than me, but last time his Zoroark was not running max speed, and I think that's what he'd do again. Since he doesn't really need max speed versus my team, you want to run something that just outspeeds Roser, because after that my speed tier just jumps all the way up. So, and again, for the most part, Extreme Speed is the move I'll be clicking versus the Mons that could be faster or have opportunity set up or like things like that. And if it has something like Alomola out, if he has something like Uxie out, if he has something like Type No, Laron, whatever, Swalot, Emboar, and it's confirmed not Scarf, I can just click Adamant, Choice Band, 1,000 arrows, and I do so much damage with the Hazard. So really solid this week. Also helps me block Volt Switch and whatnot. Last but not least, so I was really thinking about this, and I proposed it to Gypsy and Maddie, and they actually ended up liking it the more we thought about it. And I'll just show you this time. So last time I actually brought, what was it? It was Hariyama. It was like a Rest Talk Hariyama. I think though an offensive Hariyama would be really nice here. But last time I brought that. This time I'm bringing Choice Scarf Seismitoad. Now, reason I'm bringing Choice Scarf Seismitoad, I think it can get some surprise kills, and it also checks Emboar. It checks Scarf Emboar. It's also Earthquake at 180 attack investment KOs Emboar. Ice Punch guarantee KOs Flygon. Low Kick KO Zoroark after Spike. Knockoff is really nice too for getting rid of Uxie's item and a Violite on Togetic or Type Null. And I went for Poison Touch over Water Absorb since his only water type is Alomola, and I'm never going to bring in Seismitoad on Alomola anyway. So 30% chance to poison every single time I click Knockoff on Uxie, or every single time I click Knockoff, or every single time I click Ice Punch, or Low Kick even, I think is really cool. So even if he switches out, fearing something like this, I still have a chance to poison something. This is assuming I don't have T-Spike up or even the Mons in the air, so I thought that'd be pretty cool. Enough speed to outspeed a Jolteon, creeping a Jolly Zygarde, because I think if he does bring Jolteon, the most speed he'll run is Jolly Zygarde. I think is 183 or 187. It's one of those. So Jolteon would hit, 1 or 2 points higher than that. So I'm like 5 points higher than that. And then the defensive EVs let me take a +1 Earthquake from Flygon, just in case he uses Dragonium on my Vullaby. Just in case he uses the Dragonium on my Vullaby and it ends up going down, I could still either force the Outrage, which gives me the anti to revenge kill him, or I live the Earthquake and I knock him out with Ice Punch from there. So that's pretty cool. But I really like Scarf Seismitoad a lot, and I think it's going to put it in work. It might get some surprise KOs on Emboar, assuming he has like a Grass Knot variant, which he did last time, or maybe Zoroark, Flygon, whatever. I definitely think if he does bring Jolteon, I will be able to outspeed it. For sure. I didn't think there was a point in me trying to outspeed max speed Jolteon, since that's a waste of a Jolteon versus me, in my opinion. But yeah, really excited to use this team. Hope you guys are all excited as well. The battle should be going up Sunday 4 p.m. I'm going to say 4 p.m. because I have another battle going up at 2 p.m. So I'll ask him for 4 p.m. But in any case, guys, hope you are all excited and, rooting for the Bronx Beartics. If we win this, we end up in the finals. If not, it was a fun run for sure. And he ended up beating me twice in this season. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends. Let me know your thoughts on the team. Goodbye, buddies.